Blimey. What's all this?
Well, I thought I'd make a start. I'll be here in a couple of hours.
Oh, it's not 10:30 already, is it?
Oh, yeah. But I thought you needed your sleep after yesterday.
It'll do me good one day, having her tie around. Even though she has been a bit moody lately.
You'll get back on track today.
Yeah, we're getting there, aren't we? Slowly but surely.
Apart from the odd whack from Eileen.
Well, as long as it made her feel better.
Just wish Les felt the same.
Oh, please, can we stop talking about Les? It is a day of rest, after all.
I'll get back to me spuds.
It's only me.
Where's me dad?
Oh, he's feeling a bit stressed out today. Here, get that down, you.
Something wrong? Curly's not set out, has he?
Yeah, he's going to tell Emma by tonight.
I thought he'd keep stum.
Well, he reckons she knows there's something up and, well, he can't keep quiet any longer.
He was in court 2 weeks ago cheering me on.
Well, it just shows you can't trust anybody.
This is going to go on forever, until I can prove that I'm innocent.
Well, what about that policeman's wife? She could help.
Oh, yeah, she'd love that, wouldn't she?
Well, you never know.
But how are we going to get to Huddersfield if me dad's not feeling too good, eh?
Well, I could get Tyrone to run us in car.
Do you realise what you're getting yourself into?
Well, look, have you got any better ideas or what, eh? Look, we've got to do something. Now, look, what do you say?
Money!
Aye. Right, Les, that's 960, please, love.
There you go.
Les, I need another 460.
What? Oh. Well, sorry about that.
Thank you. And there you go, 40p change.
I'm sorry about that.
No, just mind how you go, Les. Oh, drunk as a skunk.
Yeah, I'm sure I'd be the same if I was in his shoes.
Anyway, why are you looking so pleased with yourself?
Well, I have just fixed to see a property on Park Street.
What, to buy?
And it'll be my 8th shop if it comes off.
Oh, they're all houses on Park Street, aren't there? I didn't know there were any shops.
Which is why it's a good idea. You buy a house, convert it into a shop, no competition. Quids in.
Well, you need planning permission, though.
Yeah, and that's a snag. You used to be a councillor, didn't you?
Yes, about 4 million years ago. Now, here's the man you need to ask.
About what?
Well, if I want to convert like, a house into a shop.
You need planning permission.
Yeah, well, I think we already got that far, Curly. I just wondered, like, you know, who the right people were at the council.
Oh, you're right to the planning department.
Why didn't I think of that?
I'm in a bit of a rush this morning. I can't talk to you about this right now. That should cover it.
No problem.
Yeah. Give us a ring in the week, yeah?
Yeah.
Good man.
Well, more inside information like that going begging, I can't wait.
Vikram!
Les, how you doing, mate?
I'm top man.
Yeah?
Raring to get back.
You sure about that?
I can't wait.
No, if you need a few more days, you know, there's no problem.
No, I've had enough of being stuck inside the house.
Yeah? We are a bit pushed today, as it happens.
I can start now if you like.
You sure about that?
I am.
All right, we'll check the jobs.
I'll wait here, all right?
Khaled Holdings.
I'm sorry.
The company you fleeced Mrs. Bishop with is yours.
I'm not quite with you, Norris. Fleeced?
Well, what else would you call it?
Are you saying that Mrs. Bishop is unhappy?
She will be when it sinks in.
Well, I'd better pop round and see her again in that case, sir. I did explain to her that I was a director of the company.
Well, she's got no memory of that.
Well, then no wonder you're upset. Come on.
Are you sure you're all right, Les?
Sound as a pound.
Right, 38 Inkerman Street, Mrs. Cooper going to the centre.
No problem, boss.
Is this a good idea, Vic?
Why?
Well, he was in the shop 5 minutes ago trying to walk a straight line to the front door. He's smashed.
Les! You've been drinking?
Me? No.
Just leave it, eh?
Why, what's up?
You're in no fit state to drive.
There's nothing wrong with me.
Come back in a few days, eh, Les?
I need to work to get my sanity back.
I'm sorry, I can't help you.
What have you been saying to him? Because you wait till you get to my age and nobody wants to know.
All he's saying is leave it a day or two.
You were all right till he poked his nose in.
Look, Les, why don't you go home before you say something you regret?
Oh, and you're good at showing your weight about and all, aren't you? Think you're smart because there's money in your family?
I won't tell you again.
You wouldn't have a lousy cab firm if it wasn't for your relatives bailing you out.
If that's what you think, go and work for someone else.
Yeah? Well, I will, if that's your attitude.
Good, because that suits us both.
Listen, Les.
Get off!
I'm sorry to trouble you.
Is there a problem?
Norris seems to think that you're unhappy.
Then Norris is very much mistaken.
But he's just admitted he owns this company.
I did go through this with you.
Look, he's trying to pull a fast one, Emily. Mark my words.
Norris, I will not have you interfering like this in my affairs. It's intolerable. Kindly leave us alone. I do apologise for him.
Oh, it's all right. I'd be concerned myself if I'd got the wrong end of the stick. You do remember me saying that I'm a director of the company?
Well, to be honest, I'm not sure I do.
I'm legally obliged to. I was quoting all sorts of other small print at the time. It probably got lost.
Well, my memory's not what it was, that's for sure. Does it make a difference?
It simply means that on your death, your house passes to my company instead of somebody else's. But if you're not happy with the arrangement...
No, I'm sure that's all right.
Well, I could advise you of other companies where I don't have any involvement. Even then, they'd have to pay me a commission. Perhaps you'd be better off if you sought advice elsewhere.
No, that won't be necessary.
The last thing I want, Mrs. Bishop, is for an unhappy client to take my name in vain.
Mr. Hillman, I can assure you that I'm perfectly happy. I can't vouch for what Norris may go round saying, but if people give him the attention he normally gets, I don't think you've anything to worry about.
Janice?
We're just about for lunch. We came to see how you are.
I thought it was Janice.
You've never drunk all that this morning. What did I tell you yesterday?
Vikram sacked me.
What?
This morning, I went into work like you said. Get me act together.
Look, I think you've had enough of that for one day.
And what's it got to do with you, sunshine? I've lost my job, my wife. I might as well be dead.
We can't leave him like this.
What are we going to do? They'll be expecting us.
You better get me, Mum. I'll stay here and make sure he doesn't do out stupid.
Well, I don't think she's going to want to come here, is she?
What are you two plotting? Don't think you can stop me, because you can't.
From where I'm standing, she's got no choice.
Right.
Managed to pull the wool over her eyes, did you? I don't suppose you mentioned Patricia.
You know, you really are becoming rather tiresome.
Oh, dear. Touched a nerve somewhere, have we?
Norris, if you've got something to say, then I suggest you say it. And if it concerns impropriety on my part, I'd ask you to say it in a police station with my solicitor present. Well?
I'm just trying to protect an old lady's interest, that's all.
We can arrange a time now, if you like, if you've an accusation to make. And if you haven't, I'd advise you to keep quiet. Otherwise, you might find me taking action against you.
For what?
Defamation of character. Litigation isn't my strong point, but I'm sure my solicitor could advise me.
I'm not making an accusation as such.
Good. And keep your mouth shut in future, and neither will I.
Well, they're nice, love.
Oh, cheers. Got them down the market.
You know, I'd never think of it like that.
Well, you're a bloke. I'd be a bit worried if you did. Oh, no, that's not them already, is it?
There's early fish. Hiya.
Why, Sam? Where's our Toya?
Well, she's with Les. He's in a bad way, Janice. No, I mean in a really bad way. I think it's best that you come with me. But even better if you come on your own.
Terry, it's only us. Sorry we're late. What did you say? Terry?
Hey, what's this?
What is it? Sorry, ma'am. Couldn't let you do it. Gone to an old mate, love Terry. Thanks for everything.
Let's have a look.
Oh, he's gone and done a runner again. Now what do we do?
Thanks very much, love. Bye-bye. Hello.
Is Devin back?
Oh, you've just missed him. He's gone to look at that new shop he's thinking of buying.
Shop?
Well, house then.
Well, which?
The house that he's thinking of turning into a shop. Has he not told you?
No.
Oh, it's on Park Street, End Terrace. Lot of passing trade. Dev thinks he might clean up. Only problem is he'll probably need planning permission.
Yeah. Right, well, I think he'll have another problem when I see him.
Oh, dear. I've not put my foot in it, have I?
No, I mean, he's always going on about some big scheme or other. Switch off half at time. I'm sure he'll mention it if it's important.
Sorry for the sunshine.
Have some more coffee.
It's not coffee I want.
It's all you're getting.
I still don't want it!
Les, please!
Who's that?
Oh, thank goodness you've come.
Janice, is that you?
Who do you think it is?
You've come back to me. Oh, brilliant. Don't send that cab away, yeah?
What cab?
For the airport. We can still catch that plane to Tenerife.
What are you going on about?
This is what it's been like. Rambling 1 minute, violent next.
It won't take me 2 minutes to pack.
We're not going anywhere.
There's still time.
He lost his job at streetcars this morning.
Oh, Les.
I knew you wouldn't abandon me.
Well, I'm not coming back to you.
Jan, I need help. You're the only one who can give it me.
Right, leave him with me. See what I can do.
Jack is gone.
Who was?
Ah, Terry.
What do you mean, gone? Gone where?
Well, I don't know. We went to the shed and found this.
Couldn't let you do it. Do what?
Well, get into trouble, I suppose. Just throw that curly threatening to blab. I won't care. We're going to go to Huddersfield to see that policeman's wife.
What good would that have done?
Well, I don't know. I was desperate.
Oh, this is all we need.
I want to know who the mate is.
Oh, it could have been anybody.
Or nobody.
This is all that Curly's fault. If he'd have kept his mouth shut... Oh, I don't know. Jack, what are we going to do?
I don't know, Vera, love. At this moment, I haven't got a clue.
Hey.
So, how was it?
How was what?
This house you've just been to see.
Yeah, it was good. It was, Now, how do you know about that?
Oh, I'm sorry. Is it confidential? For Deirdre's ears only?
Oh, no, look, I only saw it for sale yesterday. I phoned up the estate agent this
Oh,
morning.
right. So you were thinking about it last night?
Well, yeah.
And you just decided not to tell me about it?
Darling, if I told you every idea I had for the business, it'd bore you insane.
Right. I'll just wait to hear from Deirdre then.
Well, that's what this is about, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, I think now we're getting married, we should at least discuss these things.
All right, so if I decide to, I don't know, stack the beans next to the soup, I have to discuss it with you.
Don't patronise me, Dev. I'm talking about big things like buying another shop. How do you think I felt hearing it from her?
Well, in future, I'll tell you first, OK? Come on. I'm sorry. Right?
Yeah, well, you're forgiven. This time. What do you want?
Well, I hope you're happy. Now you've humiliated me.
I did it with the best of intentions.
The road to hell is paved with good intentions. There were times in my meeting with Richard when I thought I was on it.
I'm sorry.
He's not half as sorry as I am. Luckily, he was very understanding.
I still can't help thinking that something doesn't quite add up.
No, someone round here isn't quite the full shilling, that's for sure.
Yeah, but
I
if you look
don't want to hear another word about it, ever. Is that clear?
Perfectly.
Where's the tribe?
Out with Martin for the day. So he won't be disturbed if that's what you're worried about. You okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. There's something I want to talk to you about, that's all.
Oh. Well, I need to sit down with a stiff drink for this.
You remember I told you about my wife, Marion?
Yeah.
Well, what I didn't tell you is, after she died, I got married again.
I see.
Patricia, she was called.
Was? Does that mean she died as well?
No, she didn't. I'm afraid she's very much alive.
I've had 4 of these already.
Yeah, well, you can have another 4, unless you want to die of alcohol poisoning.
I feel sick.
Not surprised. Anyway, it'll do you good to get some of it up.
I don't know what to do without you, Jan.
Well, you're going to have to start thinking, aren't you? Because I'm not coming back. And I'm not making a habit of this either.
Falling apart.
Well, you're going to have to pull yourself together.
I can't. When I'm on my own. When I seen you with him in that flat. What did I do wrong?
Oh, please. Not that again.
If only Dennis hadn't come.
Yeah, but he did. And if it hadn't been him, it would have been somebody else.
Jan, please.
It's hard for me as well.
Then why don't you come back?
Because I can't, Les. It won't work. Couples split up all the time, every day. But they survive and they go on to bigger and better things, and so will we.
I don't want to move on.
You're going to have to.
I'm sorry, it must have come as a shock.
You can say that again. But you are divorced.
Oh, yeah.
So why didn't you tell me before?
Good question. Partly because when we met, you had a lot on your plate. Alma had just died. I didn't want to put an extra burden on you.
Why would it be doing that? She's not causing you problems, is she?
No.
So why not tell me?
I didn't want you to think I came with extra baggage.
I'm going to think you come with even more baggage if you keep hiding things from me.
Yeah. Yeah, I realised there's no logic to it. I kept putting off telling you, and the longer it went on, the harder it got.
So what else are you hiding from me? How many more ex-wives are there in the cupboard? Are there any children from these marriages?
There are no children, and there are no more secrets. I should have told you about all this before. I didn't. I'm really sorry.
Hiya. Better come in.
Where is he?
Being sick.
I was worried when you didn't come home.
He lost his taxi job this morning. He was half delirious when I got here, but he's a bit more under control now.
What's he doing here?
I've come for Jan.
Get out of my house now.
Les, don't start. You don't stand a chance.
You're not leaving me now.
I already have left you. Why can't you get that into your head?
You take one foot out that door and I won't be responsible for my actions.
But you can't go on with this blackmail.
And you can shut up. If it wasn't for you, none of this would have...
I can't leave him like that.
So how many times is he going to pull this stunt? You give in to him now and... Oh, we're just going backwards.
Yeah, but look at him.
All right, love. How long are you going to be?
I'll give you a ring later.
Well, he's having a bath and then he's going straight to the station. Well, about tea time. Right. Oh, thanks, love. See you, Doreen. Bye.
So Jack's off to Blackpool then?
Well, he might as well. There's naught we can do about it now, is there? And he needs the rest.
Do you reckon Terry will be in touch?
Oh, who knows? Anyway, I'm going to stay here just in case. That flaming curler.
Well, he couldn't have stayed in the shed forever, could he?
Yeah, but at least we knew where he was. What's going to happen to him now?
So why are you telling me now?
I just felt we'd reached a point where I couldn't go on hiding it. Wouldn't be fair.
And it was fair before.
No, of course not.
How long were you married?
2 years. We met soon after Marion died. Too soon, really. I was lonely. We fell for each other. It all moved very fast.
What went wrong?
I don't know. Old story. We didn't have as much in common as we thought. I realized I wasn't over Marion. It fell apart.
Was there another woman?
Oh, no. I wasn't going to jump out of the frying pan into the fire. There was another reason I didn't tell you.
Go on.
Well, with my luck in recent years, I didn't think you and I would last very long. Why make the fun even shorter by saying something that would put you off? I see now that was a big mistake.
I don't know what to say.
Well, you need to think it over. There's been a breakdown in trust, hasn't there?
To put it mildly.
Well, I quite understand if you want to call it off. If not, you know where I am. I'm in your hands, Gail.